let us talk about the upset of the year.
Oh yeah, hands down.
The biggest upset of the year, man, and it came 2 weeks before the end of the year. Jaime Munguia, Bruno Sacris. No one saw that coming, but we kind of
Nobody
called it
saw
a
it.
little bit, though. We kind of called it a
A little
little.
bit.
Not saying that it was going to happen that way, but we said that Jamie has to not be complacent.
Yeah.
And Jamie came in looking heavier. He looked like he didn't train. Yes,
No.
he knocked him down in the second round, but Bruno came up and hit him with
When
that.
I've seen that, I'm like, okay, this is an easy night for Munguia. He's gonna walk through this. And then round 4, he hits Munguia with an uppercut, and the whole fight changed. I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
Well, it changed after he got up in the second round, man, and he hit him with that lightning right hand, like just out of nowhere, knocked him.
Yeah.
Like, where did that come from? That's why, I mean, yeah, it started pivoting more and more, but that was for me the key point here. Bruno talked about, working on the counter punching, but he wasn't being very successful because Munguia was not showing him any kind of respect, right? Throwing combinations.
Big mistake, by the way, as we found out later. Yeah.
We talked about that as well a little bit. We said that he needs to, be careful here because, yes, he's a relative nobody. Yes, his record doesn't look that great. But you know what? No one's talking about Munguia's 44 either. His record's not that stellar either.
No, it's not.
Right? And was it when we were sitting with David Benavides in his gym and we mentioned Jamie Munguia? What did he say? Jamie who?
Yeah, he did. He's stretching, yeah.
Right? So, I mean, first and foremost, both men are warriors. Okay?
Yeah.
We have to show that respect. And Jamie did something that most boxers wouldn't even dare to do. Fight 4 times a year now.
Yeah, credit where credit is due.
Right? I mean, granted, he took Ryder. He got Ryder done. Lost to Canelo. Didn't look good against Bazian.
No.
And then this performance.
And a lot of people are saying the ref, that wasn't a fast count. And even if you watch the count, he was, maybe he could have waited another second, but either I thought it was a fair count. And Munguia gets up and he's staggered on the ropes, his eyes all over his head. The ref said no. And he has to protect the fighter. It was over. He got knocked out. And I'm glad the ref stopped because if not, Bruno would have came over there, smacked him a few more times and done maybe some even serious harm to his brain. So the ref was fine. Anybody saying Munguia wasn't done is a fool. It was over.
I mean, first off, I think...
he didn't know where he was.
Well, Bruno's punching ability is something that we haven't seen a lot of in the super middleweight division to speak of anyways, right? I'm not saying this guy's going to go on a tear now. I don't know. Maybe you never know. You never know. But, I mean, we could be looking at an Anthony Joshua, Andy Ruiz kind of scenario.
And the thing is now Bruno's going to get another big fight, which he deserves. Right? He just made lots of money for himself. Munguia's all the way down to the bottom again. He's going to have to prove himself. And I think we're all guilty of it. Me, you, every guy that gets on here and talks. We've overhyped Munguia. We've overrated him. Every time the big fight happens, he comes up short. And now he's got knocked out. He's still young enough, but I just don't know. Like you said, he didn't look like he was ready. He didn't look like he was in.
He was heavy.
Something was missing there. Yeah,
he looked heavy.
Fury did the same thing with against Nagano, and look what happened.
Well, this is what I'm saying. This is that complacency, right? Like you're thinking, okay, Cherry. I think the only reason he took this fight is for all the criticism that he took against Eric Bazian.
Yeah.
Right?
It was a great event. He got to do in his hometown of Tijuana, and the crowd was loving it.
No, this was supposed to be a celebration of Jaime. Yay! But the reality of it is, I believe, and I don't know, I don't have any sources to confirm this, but I believe in my heart of hearts, he only took the fight because of all the criticism he took after the Eric Bazian fight.
Yeah, and he wanted to knock this guy out, step on him.
He wanted to, and they did it wrong. I think Top Rank needs to go back to the drawing board with him if they're going to keep him on the roster and rebuild this guy the right way. The right way for me, we're thinking, you rematch against Bruno. You got to get that back.
Yeah. And now we're going to have a lot of hype for the fight. Also, he was such an underdog that Bruno was a 50-1 underdog. So you even want to put $1 on Bruno, you won $50.
Yeah.
Munguia was a minus 2,500. You have to put down $2,500 on Munguia to win 100. Yeah. That's how lopsided this fight was, and this guy shocked the world, upset of the year. And hats off to you, buddy, because that was a hell of a performance by Bruno, man. It's fun to see that. Makes it exciting.
It was good. That's what makes boxing so much fun, right? And like in the referee, he was right in his decision. But the other thing I was right. By boxing rules, the count starts as soon as you're on the ground. Like
exactly, that's what he did.
But in the UK, the way they do it, say the referee has to push the other guy away, right? So he knocks him out, guy goes down, you're thinking, okay, who's counting? At ringside, someone's already counting 1, 2, and he picks up the count from that point.
Yeah.
That's how it's normally done. So people are thinking it was a fast count. No, it wasn't. He was already being counted as soon as he hit the canvas.
Yep.
As soon as he returned to him, he picked up from wherever he left off. So
and Bruno was smart because he backed up. If you would stay in Russ's face, you get an extra second, like you said, to push him back, get out of your kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, and even when he stood up, dude, he was staggering on the ropes.
No, he was staggering.
He was over.
Yeah, you know, I mean, this is truly a case of cherry picking gone wrong.
Yep.
Completely.
Oh yeah, Bob Bear must be choked. What the heck's wrong with this guy?